I quit my job for my husband, and that's when the abuse began. Looking back now, I realize that the most dangerous seasons of life don't begin with storms. They begin with calm, soft words, promises, and the illusion of safety.
I was about to say the
My
same.
story started with loss before I ever learned how to speak. My mother died just hours after giving birth to me. Before she slipped away, she held her younger sister's hand and made her promise to raise me as her own. That promise became my lifeline. My aunt was a nursery school teacher with a modest salary, yet she gave me everything she had: love, discipline, and strength. Growing up without parents carved an emptiness in me, but it also made me resilient. Then history repeated itself. I became pregnant, full of hope, only for my child's father to disappear when I was just 2 months along. The abandonment reopened old wounds, but again, my aunt stood by me. When my daughter turned 2, I made a vow to myself: my child would never see me broken. I returned to school, juggling lectures, night shifts, and motherhood. I cried in silence many nights, but I never stopped. Eventually, I became a registered nurse. That uniform became my armor. The job gave me income, yes, but more than that, it gave me confidence. I was respected. I was needed. I was somebody. Then I met him. He arrived like an answered prayer.
I'm glad you're
He
enjoying
listened to
it.
my past without judgment.
just like you.
He
You're
adored my daughter. He spoke about family, stability, and God. For the first time, I allowed myself to believe that maybe,
marry me?
just maybe,
Yes,
my
1,000
life was
times,
finally
yes.
aligning.
I love you.
My aunt was uneasy. Everything feels rushed, she warned. Slow down. But after years of struggle, happiness felt urgent. We married just 4 months after meeting. My daughter was 6 years old, smiling in her flower girl dress, and I thought the worst was behind us. That's when the shifts began. At first,
Where were
they
you?
were
Just
small,
tell me.
almost
I told you
invisible.
it's nothing, don't
He
worry.
questioned
Nothing,
my
you're
work
lying to
schedule,
me.
I'm not.
complained about my night
Never
shifts,
listen to me.
said he felt lonely when I wasn't
you just
home.
defend yourself.
Then came the compliments wrapped in commands. You're too hardworking for a woman. I don't like other men looking at you in that uniform. A good husband should provide. Let me be that man. 6 months into the marriage, he asked me to quit my job. I said no. That's when love turned into pressure.
won't you just tell me
Arguments
what's going
became
on?
frequent.
none of your
He
business.
started coming
That's
home
not
late,
good enough.
sometimes
Well, it
not
has
at
to be.
all. When I asked questions, he
What was I
accused me of
supposed to
being
do?
ungrateful.
Not lie to
My
me.
aunt begged
You
me
left me
not
no
to
choice.
resign. She saw what I refused to see. But I was torn between wisdom and fear. Fear of another failed relationship, fear of raising a child alone again, fear of being judged. Eventually, exhaustion won. I resigned. I thought quitting my job would save my marriage. Instead, it destroyed me. Once my income was gone, his behavior changed completely. The man who once brought flowers now brought insults. He controlled money, meals, movements. Some days he disappeared without leaving anything behind. No food, no explanation. When I reached out to my aunt, he accused me
I
of
can't believe
poisoning
you
the
did
marriage
that.
and tried to
What was
cut
I
her out of
supposed
my
to do?
life.
Not
Then
lie
came
to
the
me.
twist I
You left
never
me no
expected.
choice.
One evening, I accidentally saw messages on his phone, conversations with multiple women. When I confronted
You're cheating
him,
on
he
me, aren't
laughed.
you?
What will you do?
You have
he
nothing.
asked.
You depend
You
on me.
have nothing. You depend on
I'm
me.
done with this.
That sentence
please.
shattered
No.
me. I
I'm
realized
leaving.
the trap had already closed. My home felt like a cage. I walked on eggshells, afraid of angering him, afraid of being abandoned again. I stopped recognizing the woman in the mirror. I had saved strangers in hospitals, yet I couldn't save myself in my own house. Until one night, he left us without food for 2 days. As my daughter cried from hunger, something inside me snapped, not in anger, but in clarity. I saw my mother's story. I saw my aunt's sacrifices. And I saw the future I was silently teaching my child to accept. The next morning, I packed a small bag. Leaving was not dramatic. It was quiet, painful, terrifying. But it was necessary. With my aunt's help, I filed for divorce. He mocked me, threatened me, but the law stood on my side. Walking out of that marriage felt like breathing after nearly drowning. Just when I thought love had failed me
To a
forever,
perfect evening.
life surprised
And to
me
us.
again.
This is delicious.
I met David. He didn't rush me.
I've really enjoyed
he didn't
tonight.
demand.
Me
He
too.
listened.
It's so nice
He
to be here
respected
with
my
you.
past and never tried to erase
This
it.
is a lovely
When I
evening.
told him my story,
It's perfect.
he
I'm
said
so glad
something I
we're
will
here.
never forget.
To us.
A woman's strength is not
A woman's
threat.
strength is not a threat.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
He encouraged me to return to nursing, helped me rebuild my confidence, and stood beside me, not above me. Today, we are married, blessed with 2 more children, and building a new life in Canada. My first daughter, Nancy, is still with my aunt, the woman who saved us both, and she will join us soon. Distance has not weakened their bond, it has strengthened it. If
This
my
is so
story
good.
teaches anything,
Yeah, the
let it
best.
be this.
I'm glad you like it,
Love
boys.
should
It's
never
delicious,
require
honey.
your silence. Marriage should
delicious.
never cost your
I'm glad you like
independence.
it. It's
And
really
if someone
good.
asks
Yeah.
you to shrink so
Glad
they
you
can
think
feel
so.
bigger, walk away. Sometimes the hardest decision to leave becomes the doorway to the life you were always meant to live.